What's up, guys? My name is Jalen Terry, and welcome to The Last Supper. I'm here with a special guest, which is Elijah Goodman. How you doing, Elijah?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm really excited to be right here on your podcast, and I know we're gonna get into how we know each other, why I'm on here, but it's just really cool to see you grow up into the person that you are. To make sure that it is awesome to be here for something that's gonna be so successful.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that so much, cause especially coming from you, cause man, you've been doing this. You've been behind the camera for like years, way before I was when I started out, and just hearing that from you, we came a long way from how we were, and I appreciate you so much, man. Definitely one of my day ones. Someone I grew up with. I feel like the first day we met, it clicked.
No, I get that.
It clicked between us so much so. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be getting into a lot here today. But yeah, so I would say for me, like, what really started with your childhood and how you grew up and your mom and stuff.
So I was raised by a single mom, and I lived in East LA.
East LA, okay.
And for people that don't know, that's a huge minority group. It's literally like it's a city filled with only certain people. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's really cool to say that I came from here, I moved here, and life is just getting better and better, and I'm only going to the top. And it's cool that I get to be here and write my own legacy. I get to be here and just rise and grind and know that no matter what, I can just shoot to the stars.
That's beautiful. That's truly beautiful because I love the way you said that. I love the way you put that. I feel like one thing you know about Elijah, guys, is he's very well worded. Like, I don't know where he gets his stuff from. Like, he just very wise and very, like, the way you just said that, it seems like you're a writer or something.
Yeah.
And, like, I definitely agree with you because I feel like that's the problem with our generation. A lot of kids, they don't want it that much. They don't grind.
They want it handed to them.
Yeah. They don't want to work for anything. They just, let me mom, dad money or they don't want to work for anything. They just want everything come to them very quickly. And I feel like I literally, first day I met Elijah, I was like, this guy, first of all, he's crazy, but in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way. He's crazy in a good way. But you're very determined, you're very driven. And I knew that if I was like, if we were, because at the time I didn't know you like that, if we were to become friends, that, it would have been something really good for me.
Really
because you are, so I want to be, I want to have a good future for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said this on the podcast before. You can't have a good future if you surround yourself with the wrong people. And for me, you are the right person to be around. And so that for me I was very lucky to meet you. That's why I always
Man, come here.
I always thank God for that, man.
That's right.
I always thank God for that because I'm very blessed that I met you, especially when I did, because we were young when we met. I was like 7th grade.
I was like 8th grade.
Yeah. So I was really young when I met you. So and then now we're just here.
Yeah.
I'm a junior, you're a senior. It's crazy how all of this kind of worked out, right?
That is true.
And yeah, your mom, man, she's amazing. Shout out to mom.
Shout out to mom, all moms in the world.
All the moms in the world.
Shout out to them. Right now, hit a pause on this podcast. Call your mom and let them know that you're there for them, no matter what. No matter what times you're going through with them, no matter times what's going on, and then come back to the podcast to hear the rest of this story.
Exactly, because we wouldn't be here without our parents, man, especially our mothers. Some people got single parents. I don't know, dope parents, but for us, we have single moms. So for us, our moms, they did everything for us, and we're starting to realize now how much they went through and got to go through. All them bills, man, and
it's crazy.
I know it really is, cause man, that's a lot. That's a lot of bills. So thank you to all the moms, and shout out to to all the moms. But man, I'm really excited for this one.
I really am.
I'm excited for this one. So I kind of want to get into it. How did your journey to social media started? Do you? I know because social media has been around for a very long time now.
Yeah.
When was like? Do you remember like the first time you got into Instagram and YouTube and then Facebook and stuff like that?
So, my mom never wanted me to have any of that. My mom never wanted me to play the games, to be on social media. So, sorry, Mom, I had to go behind your back and actually start learning how to play it.
Mm.
And what I did was that I was having one of my friends say, man, I want to learn how to play video games. I want to learn how to do all this stuff. I have it. I just don't know how to do it. How do I get my stuff out into the world so people can watch me do it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they just like, dude, all you have to do is start something called Twitch. And it was basically this streaming software where what you do is you live stream everything to live to everybody so they can all see what you're doing. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. But not having all of the equipment to be able to do it, I would use my phone and I would just take little videos and upload it on there.
So that's, man.
I actually have a video, which I'm gonna send you, of me playing video games in like 6th grade.
6th grade.
6th grade. It's a video taped like of me playing. I think it's World War II Call of Duty. Or something like that.
Shout out to all the Call of Duty fans out there.
Yeah, shout out to Call of Duty fans. Personally, now I play Fortnite, but other than that, I just really enjoy making little vlogs and little skits. So.
That's low-key, I'm kind of speechless right now, y'all. This is my first time doing this, but like, no, definitely, a lot of people have started like that. You know, doing the phone and because even now when we started, even when I first started my YouTube, I was on the phone.
I remember
that. I had an Android. Like it was bad, y'all. It was bad. No, but what do you feel like was the hardest part of that era? Not having the equipment, you know, to, you know, put out the production and the videos that you wanted to.
One of the greatest people in the world said it's not about the equipment, it's about the user. Right? And he also said that family is everything.
Amen.
So put it like this. No matter what you have, make the best out of it.
That's right.
I mean, if you really think about it, there's sidewalks and stuff on like there's sidewalks that are all broken up, but we still use them. But if you really look at and pay attention, you see that grass that comes out of it. That means that there's life still there. So that you got to keep pushing forward, even if there's something blocking you. You got to keep moving forward and push your way through.
Amen. Because he's exactly right, man. I mean, there's kids that don't have anything. That literally have nothing. Like, we're blessed to have what we have, you know.
Blessed to be here.
Blessed to be here. Amen. Because there's kids that don't have anything at all.
Yeah. And
then there's kids who have a lot more than others and don't appreciate it. And that's just so unfortunate, and kind of, that's why I kind of don't like my generation, because it's just, it irks me.
Because we get tied in.
Yeah, we get tied in, and people just, I don't want to work for anything, and this and that, and I'm just like, y'all, like, if you want something, how do you think you're going to get it? You know, you got to go get it yourself. That's the best way to do it. You know, you can't take shortcuts. And I feel like what's so beautiful about your story is that you kind of embody that. You like to envision that because, you know, you started off on a phone, okay, and then now you're at a point where you have all this equipment, but you appreciate it.
I do.
You don't take advantage of it. You take advantage of it, but you know what I mean. Like, you don't like, you know, treat it like trash, or, you know, when people get something expensive, they're just like, oh, who cares, you know.
100%.
Going to get something next. So, for me, I feel like you embody that. I embody that. So that was your journey. When did you first start doing collaborations?
So, it all started with this idea of I wanted to play video games, and I wanted to have this idea of, there was, at the time, and till this day, there is this team called FaZe Clan. and I wanted to make my own version of that. And I was like, how hard can that be? You just need to get a group of friends. Everybody's got to play games together, and you just post it online. Everybody can do that all together, and we'll just post it together and say we're a team. I mean, just like any other sport, just like any other team, you need team members and equipment,
Right.
and a good bond. So that's what I was trying to do, and I created something called Raider Sharky. Right.
Raider Sharky.
And
here we go.
I'm gonna get into that story about Raider Sharky. So Raider Sharky, I based it off of the football team, the Raiders, and a hockey team called San Jose Sharks. And my whole point was that if I'm gonna take two things that I absolutely love and put them together, if you really think about it, a Raider is someone who, no matter what, keeps moving forward, is always trying to find ways to make things happen. And a shark, come on, if you're a Raider, you understand that you know that if you're in the waters, you gotta swim like sharks.
Right.
And if you really think about it, they're the most beautiful creatures in the world, but they're always looked at wrong. So you know what I'm saying? So
a little misunderstood a little bit.
Misunderstood.
Okay.
So you gotta learn to not judge the book by its cover, but to read it for its story.
Ooh, y'all see? This is why I brought him on here.
And the best part about that is that no matter what the video is, no matter if it's good or if it's bad, you're gonna watch this and you can be like, dang, someone put a lot of effort into this.
They put a lot of hard work, a lot of grind, a lot of really just, I feel like, I can't even...
Time.
A lot of time. There you go. There's the word. A lot of time. But, yeah, because, and for people that don't know what Raider Sharky is a kind of like he said, it's a gaming group, essentially. And, you know, they come together, a group of people come together, close, tight-knit friends, and they make content together. And I feel like that's just always been a beautiful thing. When you have other people that do the same thing that you do, and you guys can kind of collaborate and help each other and really just understand each other. Because like I said, everyone has a different story. You have a different story, I have a different story. Everybody else has a different story, and it's beautiful to take people across the world, put them in the same room, and really figure out what those stories are, you know, and how different people are.
And the beautiful part about it is that you have different people with different backgrounds, with different minorities, and everyone's going to be viewed differently. No matter what, the way the world is that not one person is equal. But if you can find a way and have a channel where we make sure that everyone feels equal, we make sure that everyone knows that you are wanted here. We are the misfits of you couldn't join them, so come with us. We don't reject you. We'll be here with you thick and thin.
We'll take you in, make you feel comfortable, make you, you know, give you a space where you can just be yourself and not be judged for it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that judge you and want to divide and oh, you're here, or stereotypical, or you need to be here and that's what you should be. But that's not where you want to be. That's not where you fit in.
Yeah.
That's why people say all family is not blood related, because you love your family and stuff, but you fit in with the people.
Yeah. I mean, I rather multiply than divide, because I would way rather add than subtract those people away from us, because that'll only make us stronger when we have that unity instead of have that diversity where we can't have anybody around. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
united we stand, divided we fall.
Well, right. And just the smile on people's face, when they're successful and they're like, "Oh, thank you so much. Like, I wouldn't be here without you," or even just like you've helped them or they've helped you, and that smile on their face because you've helped them succeed in some type of way. That's also always. I'm pretty sure that
lights your face
up. When you help someone and it's successful. So, when did things start getting serious? Because obviously, I was part of Raider Sharky, and this is kind of like version 2 because there's like 3 versions of it. Yeah, there's a lot. Might get a little. We have a guest. Hold on.
Yeah.
Excuse me. No,
yeah, give us a moment. What time is it? 14. So, what I would say is that it started getting really serious when I would just.
I'm getting tired of busy.
Hold up. Cut it. I'm trying to think.
It was really when your cousins weren't really dedicated. Remember?
Honestly, no. I feel like it started to really get busy when we had this contract where
Contract.
no matter who you are or what you wanted to do or whatever you wanted to film, you had to abide by this contract, and you had to be able to hit over a certain amount of views and to be able to participate into it.
Yeah, just to be a part, guys, just to be a part of the team, and we'll get into a little bit of my story after, because I was a part of Radio Sharky, and I've like some guests, guys.
Yeah, we got more guests.
I was a part of Radio Sharky, and I've upheld this contract, so it's not impossible to do. But yeah, literally, like, we had this full contract, and just to be a part of the team, you had to hit 100 views on your first video. And so,
it's not that hard, by the way.
Yeah, it's really not, guys. It's not as hard as people think.
You get 100 views bare minimum on Instagram stories.
Right. Not only that, that was back in. That was like what, 4 years ago? It's 2020. So look, it's even worse now. Yeah. You could blow up even more now because social media just keeps going up and up and up and up. So. Yeah, I had a couple questions about that because that was actually pretty intriguing. Because when we had Radio Sharky, people were like, we had a couple questions. Why were those rules there? Because and name a couple more rules that you had on the team.
So, they were the easiest rules to follow. It was basically like when you go through any school, through any public area, you need to learn to be responsible, respectful, and act with integrity, you know what I'm saying? And you had to be helpful with everyone else. Like, let's say, like, Jalen needed some help with something. I was always right there to help him out with his videos and stuff. I remember when we would stay on, what was it? Like,
calls.
On calls and stuff.
Be on FaceTime.
And trying to help each other out with stuff. And I just remember that it just got really difficult because a lot of people were creating a lot of drama.
Yeah, it was. It got, at one point, it was like me and Eli trying to hold it together, but then like the other people weren't really trying to commit to it.
Yeah.
Like, we had a lot of commitment issues. And that goes back to saying, a lot of people don't want it. A lot of people don't want to work for it, but they, then they realize, we're right. If you listen to us, because we've done it. He's hit 100 views. It's not that hard. I've hit 100 views. It's not that hard. And that's why, that's like the first breaking point into becoming a star. When you get 1 million views, you're gonna have to learn how to entertain and commit to those followers.
No, you're so right.
Right, because like if I have 7 million subscribers, right, and I have like an average 2 million watching each video, right?
Yeah.
I have to commit to that. I have to, especially when you're getting paid for it. You have to commit to that, and so another distraction, guys.
But my real thing is that if you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, how bad are you going to breathe? How much are you going to breathe in? How much are you going to take in until you exhale and you can't have it no more? You know what I'm saying? If you work just as much as you want to breathe, then will you only be successful.
Guys, I don't know what's going on right now. Are you good? Along for the ride, guys. So, I don't remember this when you recruited me, because then we kind of kept bringing people in. So, like, we'll talk about how people started to come in, but start off with me, because I think I was the first of the, like, new reversion of Radio Sharky.
So,
how did you recruit me? Because I forgot. Like, it's been, like, a couple years. I remember a little bit, but go ahead.
I remember you posting a video. on YouTube of everything that was going on in that time period. And I remember that you really were just trying to figure out if you should stay or not, and you were really hesitant because you were really stressed out. You were real stressed out. And I think all of us were. I think we just needed a break, and I just wonder what would have happened if we would have stayed.
Mm. The whole company probably would have, well, future company probably wouldn't have even started, because if you think about it, you know, you can have the biggest army, but if your entire army is millions of people, but if you have two people in that army that is extremely strong and the rest of your army is completely weak, what good is that army going to do?
Yeah.
Not going to bring any success.
Right.
How I originally got started was really, I remember you called me. You're like, hey, Jalen, do you want to be a part of this group? It's called Ray Sharkey. I was so happy when you called me, because I was like, oh, yes, like, I'm down. I immediately, yes, literally there's no hesitation, because I literally, like, I said yes, and it was just like, it's something I've always wanted to do. I loved Team 10, because Team 10 no longer exists. Besides all the drama, Team 10 was really cool, and I really looked up to that, and I'm like, I want to have that group. And then so when you got that call, I immediately said yes. My mom was not like yours.
Yeah.
Now, I want to be on social media. She did not like the idea of me even being a part of the group at all. So that was really, like, kind of stressful going into it. And then, you know, I'm not going to lie, when we first started it, I was like, this dude's crazy. Like, 100 views, like, that's not happening. I'm going to tell you guys, like, a real story. The video's deleted. It's been deleted. But he was like, okay, I did my video. I forgot which video it was, but I did the video. I go to sleep. Oh, no. Before I go to sleep, I post a video. I'm at, like, 30 views, right? Okay. I go to sleep, wake up the next morning. I'm like, okay. Haven't checked the video at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh yeah, let me see how the video did. So I go on my phone, I check my channel. It's at 200 views. Damn. And I was like, I believe Elijah. I'm gonna listen to you. Like, I'm gonna listen to you. Whatever you say, I'm gonna follow you, because you were right. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't tell you that because I didn't want to see him come off as rude. But I did have doubt when you were like, dude, you got it. Because I didn't believe in myself. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Yeah. I'm like, this dude's crazy. Like, who hits like 100 views in 24 hours? It happened.
It's the, when you're talking about it, it's one of those things where you like bait everybody and like, hey, subscribe, hey, hit that like button.
Promotion.
It's more of let's see how high we can hit this. Let's see who actually wants to see me succeed. And let's see if they really want to see more in the future. And I guarantee it they did, because if they didn't, we wouldn't be here right now.
No, we wouldn't. Because, and then it got to a certain point where we weren't like FaZe Clan or anything, but there's a time where we were just making views. Like, views were just coming and coming and coming, and kept growing and growing. Until, as we said, Raider Sharkey, unfortunately, was filled with, just not committed people. No offense to these people.
Yeah.
I know, it's in the past. You can't really get mad about this, because it was in the past. It's whatever. It's gone. It's done now.
We've grown from them.
Right. We moved on from it. So, you can't really get mad that we're just telling this story. But, yeah, Raider Sharkey at the time was filled with uncommitted people. So, for me, not only that, I wanted to start my, own thing, because I wanted to see, first of all, I wanted to put myself in his shoes, because he was like, Elijah was the CEO, no, I was the COO, and so, I wanted to see, I'm like, okay, Raider Sharkey is, basically, at this point, it's falling off. It's, not falling off views-wise, but the group-wise, it's just not clicking.
Yeah.
It's just not clicking. So I was like, okay, let me start my own thing. So I tell you I leave, which I will say this, I really appreciate when you understood. I was really scared to tell you I was leaving Raider Sharkey, because I was like, I hope our friendship is cool still. Like I was really,
Oh yeah.
I was really scared to tell you that because I was like I was leaving because I was like I don't want to ruin our friendship, you know.
Yeah.
So like when I told you that I was leaving, what was going through your head?
Man, I was just like really upset because I didn't know how I was gonna keep this idea living. It was I already had trouble with the other members that were in it. I was already failing without them, and I was the only one that was really just trying to grind. And then you were leaving, and I was like, damn, what do I do now? How do I get this to keep going? And I remember calling you up like a couple of days later, and we started talking about RS Nation.
Mm.
And that was really like this whole where we're gonna get really serious, and it's just gonna be me and you. Me and you are only gonna be the only ones.
This is version 3, by the way, guys.
And me and you are gonna be the only ones that are gonna be doing this. And I remember posting this video, and it's super like for the fact that we have no training on how to do any of this stuff. Like all this stuff is new, and trying to figure it out. And I called you on FaceTime. Remember when we had that video side by side, dude? That was so cool.
Yo, oh my god, guys! I'll put the video in the podcast video. Obviously, I'll put the video inside my video right now. I'll put the video. It should be like here or something. Yeah. I can't I don't know which one. It'll probably be here.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, right here in the middle. So, guys, first of all, go check out that video. Maybe even subscribe. Go show some love. Man, that was a crazy video because I did not expect the outcome to be that big. So when he called me, we had a very, like you said, we had a very serious talk about, restarting RS. But he was like, it just needs to be us because, it was not going to work. Us trying to be the bosses and us trying to be the talent, and then us trying to manage the rest of the talent. Just too much. So this 2-wave thing, I was like, okay, I'm down. Let's give it a shot. First video. I kid you not. I swear I will put the views up here. It will be in the video. Literally, we dropped the video. It got so much love. Got so much views, bro. I kid you not. I was like, dang, I didn't know they missed us that much. I was like, man, because we were gone for a little bit.
Check this out. Crazy part is that when we finally came back, remember, this is all like in the time frame of where we're still in school. We have to still wear masks and all this stuff. I kid you not. I'm in class and these kids come up to me. Hey, aren't you a Raider Sharky? I swear on my life, they came up to me and they were talking to me. I'm like, dude, aren't you that kid with that game group? I'm like, yeah, man. He's like, you play with that one kid, right? And I'm like, yeah, Jalen, yeah. They're like, dude, like that was the coolest part is that when some kids during this like COVID coming back, recovering from it, that people are recognizing.
Right.
People were really recognizing and talking to me about that. I was like, whoa, that was super cool.
Him kind of like seeped in a little bit. Yeah. Just a little bit. Like that, like a little small, like 1% taste of fame. And when that happened, I wasn't there, obviously, it's just him. But I bet that, like, finally, like, okay, we're getting somewhere. The work is paying off. All the work was paying off. And so it was just crazy for me because I was able to be like, Mom, look at this, right?
Yeah.
Because, obviously, but like we said in the beginning of the video, both our moms were not very supportive of, no disrespect to them, but they weren't very supportive of what we were doing, which is understanding. Most parents are like that because social media isn't really a job. Like, I mean, obviously you get paid for it, but you have to put in a lot of work, and it's not the traditional way of working.
You got to go to school, then you got to go to college, and then your life is there.
Right. And so definitely I feel like parents are warming up to it more now. But back then, it was just like, they're just like,
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. And so what this beautiful thing is...
This was before the time era of, when TikTok was still blowing up. This was like before Charli D'Amelio was doing her stuff.
Yeah. Before Charli D'Amelio was doing all that. Like, I don't even think TikTok existed then.
I think it was still Musical.ly.
Yeah, it was still Musical.ly, I believe.
Musical.ly.
Yeah, Musical.ly. Yeah, or Vine. No, that was way back. I don't think we met when Vine came out. No. We didn't met when Vine came out. It was definitely Musical.ly, though. Musical.ly was still an app. So... yeah, it was just a crazy experience. And for me, I definitely feel like just the energy of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was something beautiful. Just to be a part of something like that is to really just be like, it's magnificent. You know, a group of random people. You obviously we knew each other, but before we did it, you know, a bunch of random people coming together, forming this great group, and inspiring others. You know, that's just, I feel like that's definitely one of the greatest things in the world. Because, you know, a lot of people don't have guidance. A lot of people have one parent. A lot of people have no parents, no siblings, no cousins, no aunts. You know, a lot of people don't have family at all. And, you know, when they watch, or, you know, when they used to watch our videos, or even now when they do watch our videos, you know, they feel inspired because they could come here and really see what it's like to be a part of something.
No, 100%. Um, let's see. I just feel like it's crazy that this all happened a few years ago, and I'm in high school. We're both in high school. We're in a high school,
Right.
and I feel that it's crazy talking about how this all happened in the beginning of me still being in high school, and saying that still being in high school is because I'm already leaving. It feels crazy that I don't get to have that thrill of, okay, cool, next I get this summer off and then I come back to school. This is my forever summer.
Right.
What am I gonna do after this? And I feel like that should be our next topic, of where right now that that the school year is ending, and I'm gonna be class of 2024. I'm gonna go into the real world, learning how to be a barber.
Okay.
So I'm gonna learn how to cut hair, and you guys are gonna see cool videos of me cutting Jalen's hair.
Yes, I'm gonna let him cut my hair, y'all. He's gonna do great. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to his barber shop. We're gonna have a vlog, and I'll be like, y'all remember him? You're gonna be like, yeah, I remember him. No, but
I'm gonna line up his mustache, bro. I'm gonna do it all.
nah, everyone says I should cut my mustache. I'm not gonna
man, let it be.
I know it looks good. No, but like seriously though, like definitely. I was just about to ask you that, like, you know, what's next, you know, for you, and like you said, you want to cut hair, which is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. In my opinion, it's hard. I would never, like, bro. Oh my God, guys, I messed up my hair. Like, not right now because my barber fixed it. Bro, I cut my hair like a week ago. Like, I just tried to do that one lineup, and it's so hard. I can never self cut again.
Okay, well, here's the thing. It's like I started cutting hair already. There's a kid that sits in here. His name's Tyler Morales. He's a really cool kid.
Yeah.
And I started cutting his hair, and it's starting to get really good. The thing is that I feel like barbers, they're taking so long to justify the price. $45 for a haircut when they used to be like, what, 10?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, why is it getting so expensive for no reason, for the exact same cheap, fast cut?
Right.
And
excuse me, I didn't mean to cut you off, but there's a lot of barbers who be cutting and they're trash. They be charging like $150 and it's basic haircut. So basic hairstyle.
I feel like if you are gonna put yourself out there as I'm the greatest and you gotta come to me, your time's gonna show. It shouldn't take you, for like the little tapers just for right here, it shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes. It shouldn't take you for the whole haircut for more than 30 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like really, like, you missed everything else, but you're gonna keep this, like the Edgar cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna miss everything else, but it's gonna take you like a half an hour to do it. It's gonna take you more than an hour to do it. It's like, it makes no sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
It is definitely a waste of time. And why am I gonna want to sit there and wait for somebody for a whole 2 hours, an hour?
Just to cut this. Just to get that.
I'm not gonna want to sit there for 2 hours waiting for somebody else. I don't want to be in the chair, being there waiting for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I hate when they're there. And I get it, you're gonna be playing like your music and stuff, but I've been in barbershops where they have been drinking, they have been smoking, and I'm like, dude, like, you can't be like under all that stuff with sharp machinery. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, don't touch me if you're gonna be all messed up right now.
Right.
Like, don't cut me.
Bro, no, there was this one time I had a barber. Bro was like drinking, like smelled alcohol in his breath. I'm like, bro, are you like about to mess up my hair? Like,
he's like, I need a little hair.
Right. I'm like, bro, like, if you're gonna come to work sober. Like, seriously.
Be there for the job.
Right. So there is a question. I'm pretty sure, you know, if some old Raider Sharky fans are watching, and probably
Some new ones.
some of my fans are watching. Well, they will be, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Will you be returning to social media, like in general, anytime? And it's a big question because we talked about this off camera.
Yeah.
We talked about this. I've always said I'm down. Would we ever bring back RS and make it more legit? And the reason why I say that because guys, when we started RS, like he said, we kind of came from the bottom. We were recording on our iPhones. I didn't have a gaming system at the time. So now we have all the right equipment. We know what we're doing a little bit more. And we're older. So what do you plan to do with social media now? And the second question is, would you ever bring back Raider Sharky?
I only got a couple of words to say to that. Sign the contract.
And the contract.
Sign the contract.
What did you decide to You want me to sign the contract?
Sign the contract, bro.
Sign the contract?
Sign the contract and we'll make it happen.
We'll
make it happen. I swear. See this? We got this on video.
Yeah,
we're gonna
we got this on video.
Happen.
Swear?
Yeah, swear.
All right, bet.
All right, cool.
It's there. It's right there. She just signed a contract. So, I guess it's coming up party, y'all.
We're gonna go celebrate after this.
We got Spit Buddy. Raider Sharky is
it's on its way.
It's on its way, right? Guys, there's a lot he's gonna be doing. You know, there's a lot I have coming this year. There's a lot we both will be having this year. Big announcements. Get ready because we got a lot of big announcements coming. And all I have to say is, stay tuned, stay ready. It's coming, and yeah, we'll give you guys more of the gist. But Elijah, thank you so much for coming on the last episode.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hey,
always.
Elijah Goodman, signing out. Thank you so much, Jalen.
Always.
Yeah. All right, cool.
All right.
Hey, follow down everything. Make sure you hit a like button. Make sure you hit as much things that he has. And I already know that he has everything in his description. All right,
Thank
cool.
you.
See you guys.
See you guys.